So this is gonna be where I build it. So the station's gonna be right there, and then it's gonna have that turning little pre-lift hill drop, and then the lift hill's gonna go all the way up past the tree, and then it's gonna turn this way, and the vertical drop down here. So if you can't tell, it's kind of windy right now. This area gets even more windy than this, so I'm gonna have to secure the top of the lift hill to the shed behind me, and then probably maybe to the house, and maybe to the base of the tree. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll see. It's gonna be a fun engineering experiment. Hopefully it doesn't blow down with the high winds. So I got these pretty incredible trains from TheKnexMaker, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of how they work. So they start off with this little base for the train. Since this is a dive coaster, it's pretty short. And you screw the base together. So this is cars 1 and 2 will be here, and car 3 will be here. They have magnets underneath. That'll come into play a little later. There's 3 different connections for wheel assemblies here. 1, 2, 3. And those are gonna come from here. And for these wheel assemblies, unlike the regular Knex coasters, these have 2 wheels. 2 wheels on top, 2 wheels on side, 2 wheels on bottom. Let's take a look at the trains themselves. So here we got a front car. And see, the front car fits really well right in here. And then you just screw it in. Then, gotta take this out of the wrapping. We got a middle car. The middle car is a little different because it's got to fit on the middle portion here. So you got your front and your middle. And your middle portion would also fit here, but I made a special request for my back car for something I'm gonna try to add to this ride. Let's see if you can tell the difference. See the difference between the back and the middle? It's these water scoops. Just like on Griffin, just like on Chica and some other dive coasters. So there we got the train. Here we got the wheel assembly structure portion, which leaves us with the wheels. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Now, wheels are probably one of the most infuriating parts of this whole process. The way they come, unless you get the super expensive ceramic wheels, they come with a covering on either side, and you gotta pop the covering off. My preferred method is using one of these pins. And you gotta dig it right in the side. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it doesn't. You gotta dig it in there and lift it. Oh, there we go. You gotta do that for each side, for each wheel. And that's just the start of the process. Okay, so I just poured this degreaser into this container. And now I gotta put all the wheels in here, because they're all full of grease. 30, 49, 50. All right. So the problem is, the degreaser, once this whole process is done, not all the wheels are gonna spin perfectly. So that's why I need 50 to cover 36 wheels for one train. All right, so now that the wheels have soaked overnight in degreaser, I emptied the degreaser out. Now I gotta put them in water. So you kind of wash them off with water a little bit to get the rest of the degreaser out. And then you gotta dry them. Now drying them gets a little tricky. You can't just let them air dry or else the stainless steel here is gonna rust. So you gotta use much more powerful methods like a bike pump. It's gonna get a little bit loud. And I'll put one of these wheels here. And it's time for the bike pump. that one works real well. Finally, once all the wheels are dried and screwed on to the wheel assemblies, this is what you get. 36 wheels, all nice and dry and spinning fast. And then it's time to go back outside and put this on the tracks. Alright, so in addition to these cool looking trains, TheKnexMaker gave me these metal bars which function as brake run. And look, watch how this works. This is actually really cool. So these trains have have magnets underneath them. And then the magnets interact with these metal bars, comes super fast into the brake run because it's a dive coaster and has a very short layout. And then these bars slow it down. And so I haven't attached it down here because I want to show how it works. If it has a small incline, it'll just completely stop. If it has a bigger incline, it'll just keep going very slowly. It's honestly a pretty genius invention I wish existed years ago. So, there we have it. I'm gonna make I have a third bar, so the brake run's gonna be a little bit longer, and then it'll go right into the station right here.